Good evening, my Roslins and Rosikins. Mother is back. And I want to have a heart to heart discussion in this video because this whole entire video is going to be hitting close to home for me with the fact that I'm going to tell you yes, you can be child free, skinny, pretty, and wealthy. I know I did another video where I said, yes, you could be skinny, wealthy, and pretty. And that applies to all women. But this one, I want to target women like myself who are child free as well. So, hello, my Roslins. So, I know that these streets in the world can be ruthless. You have bills going up, you have people abducting children more than ever, you got human trafficking, you have school shootings if you live in America, and you have political climates that are very unfavorable for autonomy over women's bodies. And then you have your own personal shit, like generational curses that you're breaking all at the same time, and getting out of debt, becoming wealthy and financially free, and getting your educations, and starting your businesses, and trying to deal with relationships with men. And if you're into women, with women as well. Although I'm into men, so yeah, you're dealing with a lot. You're dealing with a lot of shit. And if you're like me, also healing your mother wounds and your father wounds on top of that, but especially your mother wounds, you realize that, hey, I don't think I'm meant to be a biological mother. Fuck this. And you sit with it for a couple of years until you finally understand that, yes, it's okay to be child free. And that's why I want to tell you this, because I know that some of you are in your early 20s, late teens, and some of you are in your 30s, right? They're listening to me. And some of you have already taken that plunge with being child free and standing in that shit. And then some of you are deciding, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I will have kids, or if I don't, will my family look at me differently. I want to tell you that you have permission to be all these things: pretty, wealthy, skinny, and you can also choose to be child free. You do not have to be forced or coerced into carrying anything inside of the womb that Yah gave you. This is your body, and you live in this period of time, which is a hot fucking mess, if you really want to know the truth. And so much is going on. And the last thing that you need is a little beautiful mini Roslyn, you know, at the mercy of a world like this, if you do want to be child free. I'm going to encourage you to be. If you want to be a mother, perhaps this video is for you or isn't, whatever you want it to be. I throw no shade at my Roslins that do mother biologically as well. But what I am saying is to all my Roslins that understand that child free is their future and that they want to be the rich auntie and that's it, I understand. And I want to give you this permission because a lot of times as women, we feel, and especially as exoticals with the privileges we have, people are always encouraging us to reproduce, pass it on to the next generation, have a beautiful son or a beautiful daughter, etc., etc., etc. And men often fetishize us. And so because we're fetishized in the sense of looked at for our beauty and like for our privileges in society and social climbing, yeah, people plot on us to social climb. Yeah, men do that. And so since that happens a lot too, you have to be sure that it's for you and not that you're pressured and that it's a calling for you to be a biological mother, you know? And so I understand when you understand that you're also called to be a spiritual mother instead of biological mother like mother is. Like I know that I am meant to mother. That's not my question. But a biological mother? Have you seen my videos? How to abide dysmorphia? How I'm healing and breaking generational curses in this bitch? Do I look like I need to reproduce and have a little mini, little Rosalind running around here in this dark ass world? I don't think so. I really don't think so. And so for me, I understand that my calling is spiritual mothering. I am the mother that you go to as a friend, as a sister, as someone that, has a media page or whatnot or channel that you can come to and hear my voice and, replay my videos and be comforted by the fact that someone out there gets you and is going through what you're going through or has gone through certain things and has made it out on top and is encouraging you to tell you that you will also do the same and reminding you of who you are and how beautiful you are like a mother would, and giving you the tools that I've learned from my 26 years of living and passing it on to you, whether you're older or younger than me. And I also look to women also on, social media that have different platforms that I feel called to listen to that also mother me without knowing me. And that's a spiritual mothering. So I want you to know that you don't have to sacrifice your womb and, volunteer as tribute to be a biological mother. You can be child free, pretty, skinny, and wealthy. That is exactly what mother is and is becoming, right? Like, I can't help but be like so overjoyed when I see beautiful, melanated, brown to dark skin, exotical women, and even some unambiguous black women, and even some lighter skin, exotical women on like TikTok, on YouTube that share their stories and that look beautiful as fuck, bro. I get so inspired and excited for my future that are child free. These women come from all walks of life and I'll say even women that don't have a foot in the black community at all, like Asians, Hispanics, whites, etc. All the different other races of women that are child free. Like, they all inspire me, but especially the Exalco community and some of the unambiguous black women community. Because when you see someone with melanin and that's gorgeous, within the melanin range, I can't help but feel like, oh my God, that's going to be me one day. That's going to be me one day. I can thrive without giving my womb to anybody or pushing anything out of my hoo-ha. I can thrive and be pretty, skinny, and wealthy. I can have my freedom. I can have autonomy over my body and still be rewarded those three blessings as a woman, which is to be pretty, skinny, and wealthy. I can travel the world one day. I can change careers. I can marry up. I can do all these things and don't have to justify everything that I'm blessed with by having a child or giving a man a quote unquote, legacy, which is actually a lineage. Okay. Because there's a difference. You are your legacy. And when you give birth to children, they are your descendants and they are your lineage. There's a difference. So, yeah, like, I was talking to another exotical about this, like how for me, I'm big on my child free lifestyle. And so when it comes down to even dating, like, I need a man that's child free. Like, I've told you before, I used to entertain single fathers and men that, you know, I felt like, okay, well, let me give him a chance. No, I'm not giving that a chance. I want a man that only has time for me, yeah, and his job, honey. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't want to deal with all the extra stress, the added shit. Like, miss me, okay? Miss me. And when I say job, I mean like entrepreneurship, his way of making money, whatever he's doing that, provides for us. Anyway, so yeah, like, I don't want that. I want to be validated for who I am, not for what I can push out of my hoo ha. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people try to make us child free women feel invalidated in our lifestyle choices and in our womanhood because we're not over here birthing a whole entire football team. Bitch, please miss my ass, okay? If you're so hung up on us and what we do with our kitty cat, how about you go birth some on our behalf, okay? Like, stay the fuck over there, And, they don't like that you're skinny, pretty, wealthy, and child free. Those three staples were already killing them to be skinny, pretty, and wealthy. Now put child free on top of that, no baby daddy drama, no possibility of being a single mother, not have to worry about your little beautiful Rosalind getting stolen or some shit, not have to worry about your son being touched or turning into a toucher, like not having to worry about all that shit. Like, you literally are stress free of a lot of life's like downfalls because you mind your business, you stay fit and skinny, you stay pretty, and you get even pretty over time, and you build your wealth over time. Like, period. You mind your business and you live life on your terms. And if you happen to find a good man along the way, a good husband, now you got someone that spoils you daily and takes care of you and provides for you. Make you a stay-at-home wife. No kids, just you, him, and whatever your heart desires. Like, Think about this shit, my Roslins. Think about it. We're blessed. We're blessed and highly favored women. And that's why I want to stress to you, your child freeness is non-negotiable. If that's what you choose to be in life, that is also a plus for you. And those of you who may be mothers listening to this, if a motherhood is what you have taken on, make that a plus for you. For me, I'm a spiritual mother, so I'm not a biological mother, so I can't really speak on that to the extent of telling you like what to do, how to finesse that, and whatnot. What I will say is being exotical and being a mother is different from being, I believe it's different from being an unambiguous black woman being a mother and being, other racial groups of women and being a mother with the way society might deem you or see you, especially if you are, unfortunately, a single mother in any aspect of being a mother. Like I was telling other exoticals before, like I really do feel that when it comes down to an exotical being a single mother, it's like criticized more because people don't expect these articles to go through those things because we're already on a pedestal. We're already on a pedestal. And so when they see you get humbled by carrying a lesser man's seed, yeah, or any man's seed and being abandoned, it's like, damn, girl, like, look at you. Because nobody's expecting that. But because of a stereotype with unambiguous black women and single motherhood, it's like deemed as usual, And so people are starting and have accepted that as a majority, it's more likely they'll be left a single mother. Now, that is not fair, and that is not always like accurate because it's not. But when it comes down to statistics and whatnot, there's a certain image of single motherhood within the unambiguous black woman community. And then with other racial groups, it's different. I can't really speak on it, but I still feel like it's different when they're single mothers as well. If you find yourself abandoned in this state of motherhood, biologically speaking, just saying. But as exoticals, like I can't really speak on the single motherhood problems to the extent of how to get out of that, how do you say, how to embrace that? Because me, I don't even want to be a biological mother anymore. I've accepted my path as a child-free, beautiful, exotical. And so I don't even want to think what it would be like to have a child respectfully in today's world. And no, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. It would give me nightmares. But I will say that as an exoticals that might be single mothers or a mother in general, understand that you have leverage. If you've been humbled by a man through birthing his child and he's made a fool of you, hurt you, abandoned you, know that there is hope though. And know that you have a different claim to fame and redemption story than the other groups of single mothers, demographically speaking, with the way that you're perceived. I realize that the only people that mock single mothers that are exoticals are unambiguous black women. If I'm gonna keep it a buck, I'm gonna keep it a buck. They're the only ones I see making videos like, oh, she got the same black man, she got this, she got that. Oh, because yours is not expected. Theirs is in that sense. I mean, both are fucked up. I'm gonna be honest, and that's why I don't want to have kids because I'll be damned if I even child, I could never be a single mother. And when I say I could never be a single mother, I'm not saying that circumstance couldn't happen to me. I'm very well much attuned to the fact that could be me, no matter what man you choose. If things go south with your relationship, or if he like switches up on you after you get married, or dating, whatever. Because everybody doesn't believe in marriage, but I do. And the only way I would ever give a man a kid is through marriage. That's facts. So ain't no question about that one for me personally. But it's the fact of knowing that, yes, you can be humbled the second you choose to bring life into the world as a woman, thus making you a biological mother. And so I said, fuck that. I've worked too hard to get where I am in life. I have been through too much shit in my life. Okay? I'm not about to, no, no, on my soul, it's not happening over here. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, understand your greatness to my Rosalind's, our mothers, and understand that you will rise above anything that tries to humble you, even if it's motherhood. Right? Okay. So back to my child-free Rosalind's. When I'm talking to you, I'm trying to show you, I am showing you that the path that you have chosen is powerful as fuck. The older I get, and the more that I see different women that are child free, that are older, that are ageless as fuck. Have you seen a child free exotical? Especially brown to dark skin exotical. They just look ethereal, my God. And I'm just like, oh my God, it's giving Forever 21. So literally, so I just want you to know, I need you to understand. I'm still wrapping my head around how much power I have because I have chosen a child-free lifestyle. And because I am in pursuit and on the journey of enhancing and developing, my skinny privilege, pretty privilege, and my wealth privilege, right? And then child free privilege. Yes, there are certain child free privileges that we have that other people do not have. One of the ones is that it's anti aging as fuck, okay? So for me, you've got to understand that to be child free is, especially a child free woman, is to enhance your beauty through the lack of stress. Outside of, the things we have to do. We have to find some type of profession, entrepreneurship, find a way to make money, right? Or whatever. Like that would be like the most stressful thing for you. And, familiar relationships or romantic relationships, but that is also a choice because you could hang up the phone on people that are doing too much. Okay, period. And so, yeah, it's literally enhancing your beauty because you have a lack of stress. You don't have to worry about your little Rosalind being touched. You don't have to worry about taking Jimmy to the fucking, school in the morning. You don't have to worry about all the stretch marks on my fucking body after I just pushed out like twins or some shit. You don't have to worry about all that, right? You worry about your morning routine, your goals, your aspirations in life, your beauty. Do I have enough money to pay for my nails this month? Shit like that. If you are a good steward of your finances and you're in a place now where you're able to coast with your finances and just build and invest, save, like you're in that state now where you're not struggling, honey, you have Barbie problems. Okay? You have Monster High Gold problems. You don't have a whole entire poverty problem. You don't have a stress problem. You don't have a child, parent lifestyle problem. You just have a you problem. And that's one of the biggest things that attributes to the privileges we have as child free women. Another thing, being a child free woman, if you deal with body dysmorphia, this shit helps quiet that so fucking much because it makes the fact of having body dysmorphia enhanced through being pregnant and giving birth and your body changing to non-existent because you're not going to be pregnant. You just choose not to. Now you could get sterilized, you could get your tubes tied, you could get birth control pills, birth control devices inside of you. Your man could get a vasectomy. Whatever the fuck's going on, wear condoms, like all that stuff, right? People do all those things in order to not get pregnant at any point in their life, right? Or they, to make the chances small as hell or non-existent. And so my thing is like, you don't really have to worry. You just don't about your body dysmorphia because you have made up your mind that you are not going to put your body through that trauma of being pregnant because that is a traumatic thing that happens to you when you're pregnant. You gotta push that baby out, honey. Your body's getting fatter every month. Stretch marks are developing, honey. Your nose might swell. Your skin might look crazy and break out. It's just so much that goes on. Your teeth might fall out, and then the pain on top of the physical death of you, that that baby is sucking out your vitality as well. It's just so much. And yes, I understand there are mothers that just bounce right back or even got beautifuler after. Congratulations. But I'm not about to take the chance. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm not about to sit here, lose all this weight, then gain it back, giving birth, and then fight for my life twice as hard. No, 3 times, no, 10 times as hard, because now I'm a mother, right, in that situation. And then on top of that, I'm over here trying to find the will to live because I most likely would get postpartum depression. I just know. I know myself enough to know I already be down a lot of times. So I can only imagine how fucked up mentally and physically giving birth to a beautiful Rosalind will leave me. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I choose me, honey. I choose me. Okay? The financial freedom it gives you is another child-free privilege that you have as a woman. You can choose to spend your money not on having to provide possibly solely as a single mother for a child. And even if you're married, not like having to think that you might contribute to the bills at all because you ain't got another mouth to feed. You just got you. You just got you. And now you can focus on your career, focus on your like money making goals, etc. Make a YouTube channel, make this, make that. And I understand that there are mothers in all these demographics. Again, we all got it. But you don't have to work as hard. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's different when you're raising a child and being a hustler. It's another when you're just being a hustler and being pretty. Okay, get your life. And that is not to say that we don't have things we go through as child-free women, because I talk about what I go through on my YouTube channel all the time. But my thing is the fact that, can you imagine a mother getting on here as an actual mother and then trying to mother y'all? It ain't happening in this life. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not built for it. I'm not. Okay, cool. And then another privilege that you have being a child-free woman is the fact that you get to have your pick of the litter with men. And I say this because what I'm also thinking about is being an exotical, being wealthy, skinny, pretty, or on your wealth journey, you know what I'm saying? And also being child free. What do I hear online and with men? They're always bitching about someone being a mother, right? Well, you ain't got them problems. You just hot, fine as fuck, in shape, skinny, pretty, and got your own money. So you got a different thing, and you ain't got no kids. So what? Like, what he gotta say? Nothing. He can't say shit. You know? All you gotta do is tell him what you want. Period. Basically, okay? Basically. Like, for real though, the only thing that man ever got to worry about is him and you. On God. Because I would think you would be with a child free man as well. Okay, get your life. You ain't gonna be child free and over here wanting to, well, some of y'all do though, where you don't want to have the kids, but you be willing to marry a man with kids. Well, that's another thing. But I'm talking about you child free and you want your man to be child free in this situation. You both, all he got to worry about is you providing and protecting you, okay, making sure you look good. That's what your only job, and taking care of your man, your husband, right? I ain't got to worry about, did Tiffany catch the bus today? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Or little Tommy want to sleep in the bed with mommy and daddy because he's scared of some damn monsters. No. Or, like all those things that you have to put on the back burner between you and your husband that a lot of people do, where, having kids can really mess up your marriage. I'm not going to hold you. Like things like that. It puts a strain on your marriage. It's facts. I'm sorry. Kids are a blessing, but people underestimate how life-changing they are. And you can't get them back. And so since I realized that and the privilege I have with just only have to worry about me and my man, like, I'm set. I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good. The only thing I got to worry about is providing and protecting for moi, okay, and spoiling moi. It's giving. It's giving. Another privilege you have as a child-free woman is the ability to continue to keep your youth. Now, I know there are some mothers out there who still maintain their youth, and they're very rare, where they can still be themselves, their identity, who they were before the kids, after they have them too. But when you are a child-free woman, you are stuck in time. And the time is, bitch, this is my world type of energy, 24/7. This is me being authentic to who I am. Like, mother, the way I talk to y'all, I'm pretty sure I'm be having the same personality when I'm fucking 40. I just know I am, because this is how I am. And I'm not about to be changing, because I'm very girly. I'm very, as my friends call me, dramatic. But yeah, I don't give a fuck. What? Okay, cool. I'm not changing this shit, because this is just who I am, and it is what it is. And yeah, I sound young. My voice is so nice, because it is. And what? I'm not about to be monotone, lose my will to live, and all that shit because I had a baby. I'm not doing it. I'm like, there's only one baby in this house, and it's going to be fucking me. Clock it, okay? Talking about, what about the children? What about my inner child, bitch? What about my inner child? Let's go. Let's talk about it, okay? Like, I'm so serious. I'm not fucking with this shit. Y'all can miss me with this shit, okay? Y'all can miss me. Another privilege of being child free is that you have your freedom. You have your autonomy over your body. The fact that we're blessed as women to be able to give birth is miraculous, right? But it doesn't mean we gotta use it, okay? And so that being said, it's saying when you take control of your reproductivity, or reproductive rights as a woman, that's a powerful message. It's saying that, I have the anatomy to bring life into this world, but I'm not going to. That's a powerful position to be in, because you know yourself and you know the world. And since you know both, you say, fuck this shit. Okay. So those are just some of the things. And another thing that I realized too, another privilege that we don't even think about is we have a health and fitness privilege. The accessibility to have those things and to do those things like meal prepping, all that stuff. Not saying that mothers don't do this, because there are mothers that do that, and also our mothers, like they do those things too, even for their kids as well and their families. But what I'm saying is, for us, it's a whole different program for us, because it's not, we don't have to fight twice as hard to make that happen. When we get off work or whatever, or we have the weekend, we're able to plan things, look up certain recipes, have a certain like eating lifestyle. Like, how with kids, people say, oh, they have to eat everything, because they're growing. Well, all you gotta worry about is yourself, like seriously, and your man possibly. So my thing is just like, it's just an easier life. It's an easier life, and the ability to focus on your health and fitness. You ain't gotta worry about, oh, I gotta pick up Tommy from the gym at 5, or no, sorry, from school at 5 or like 4. Take him to a basketball game or some shit. You can just go straight to the gym after you get off work. You could go early in the morning, depending on how your schedule is. You go in the middle of the day, during lunch, like whatever you want to do is what I'm saying. When it comes down to your vitality, your fitness, your health, you're able to even afford better supplements, better skincare, better all this stuff, because all your money is not going into a child, it's going into you. And even like with debt and stuff, like you don't have to worry about buying Pampers and bottles and formula. You just have to worry about paying off your debt. Sorry if I'm tongue tied. But like that's what I'm saying. Like you got all these fucking options, like beautiful Roslins that are child free. Like you don't have to submit yourself to no bullshit on God, on Yah. Like you don't have to do that. You can literally dance in the moonlight, okay? You what? Like, don't let these people play with you. Roslins, my child free Roslins, don't let these people play with you. Don't let them play with you. People are talking about, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, trying to make you seem like your life is so boring or just so, because you ain't got no kids. Bitch, please. We in the sweet spot, honey. I see hell breaking loose in this country, and I am overjoyed. I am thankful to Yah that He didn't give me that family that I wanted when I was not being, authentic or knowing what was really, wrong inside of me. In the sense of, like I was fighting demons with my own inner child. It wasn't about me having to have a baby or even get married at the time. It was me having to learn how to heal and love myself. You get what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense, because a lot of us they try to condition us to give birth. Meanwhile, the whole reason that you were even created, part of your destiny, was to very much break those generational curses. And one way to break them, and the ultimate way, is to not give birth, is to say it ends with me. And people don't want to go that deep, but it's very deep when you decide that you don't want to mother. You don't want to bring a new soul into this cycle, of potential bullshit. Like people just don't understand. Like it's very much spiritual as it is physical, and emotional. And so since you were able to be authentic with the fact that you didn't really want a baby, you wanted to heal the little girl inside you. Now you're able to give her the life you never had. You're able to live for her, not anyone else, but her. And that's the most powerful privilege that we have as child-free Exoticals and child-free Rosalynds. And I want you to know that, because I love you so much. I love you. And I need you to understand just whose you are, whose daughter you are, and who you are. And the little girl inside you, and how proud she is of you, how much she is thankful for you choosing to put her first. Not a man, not another new soul that you pushed out of your womb and your body. You put yourself first. That girl inside of you that felt that she was never going to be first. And I just want you to know you are making the right decision. You are this is your destiny. This is part of your beauty destiny. This is part of your healing. This is part of her healing inside of you. Right? And so mother just wanted to tell you that, because we ain't going to be over here minimizing the powerfulness of us child-free women. We're not doing it. We're not. And with that, mother's going to say, ciao. I love you, my Rosalynds and Rosikins.